Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
So let's say that at a very small scale, let's say I I used to enjoy, let's say, having a Coke on weekends, let's just say. And maybe I reach a point
The
where,
drink or the drug?
yeah, just no, the drink, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
So, but let's say that initially maybe it was a pursuit of trying to, like, like, feel great over a weekend. But
Yeah,
at some point I realized that, you know what, it doesn't bring me any sense of satisfaction in any way. But do you think there's a point that someone can reach where it's like you're completely non-attached to it, like, satisfying you, but you can still enjoy it? Like, do you think that's...
absolutely. That's what I'm sharing. That's life. Like that's what I'm showing you.
But I
That's
feel like it's so
that's the only
conflicting
way.
because
That's the only way to
it's
enjoy it. You
but
can't
but
enjoy
it's so
it if you're
conflicting.
attached to it.
I don't understand. So it's so conflicting because then, like, either you don't do it, or then because you know that it doesn't, like, bring you pleasure, but then how? I don't know. Maybe I'm just conceptualizing this and, like, making no sense. But
No, it's you're getting detachment confused with non-attachment. You've done this before where
yeah,
you're
right,
you're making it to be the enemy. Like that Coke is not the enemy, right?
right,
It's not gonna like make or break your life having a Coke on the weekend,
right.
right? Like so then you don't need to like be some like aesthetic or like renounce Coca-Cola and you're like no and it's the evil and no because it's like you're still that detachment is actually still attachment. It's just it's so nuanced, right? When someone's like they're against something, they're still attached to it because they're talking about it all the time. It's in their mind, like they're constantly thinking about it, right? It's like someone like using politics or whatever. It's like I'm against the right wing and they're like left wing or whatever it is, and it's like they do is talk about how they're against the right wing. That's still attachment. It's just not how you have to have the clarity to see it.
How do you know when you reach that point? Like, how do you sense it?
The
Like, where you
non-attachment
can...
because
Yes,
because you're content with that Coke or without the Coke
but then why have the Coke? Like, then I
to
don't know.
enjoy
It's
it,
it's.
to just to enjoy it for the sake of enjoying it.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's not coming from a ooh, this Coke is going to make me happy, like how some people do that. I mean, I've made this example before about like the ice cream, right? How someone's like, oh, this is going to be like the highlight of my day. Go to the ice cream store, and it's a hot day, and I'm suffering the hot day, and now I'm dying for an ice cream, right? And then they get there, and like their favorite ice cream flavors out of stock, and they go, oh my god, oh why not me? Why? Like, and now they're suffering not having the ice cream, right? Like the non-attachment,
Mm.
it's like it doesn't mean you become some like robot, like where it's like you can't enjoy anything. No, it's like it's actually the only way to enjoy things because you can't truly enjoy things when you're attached to it because you're always going to live in fear of losing it because where there's attachment, there's fear, right? But it's, yeah, I mean, I had ice cream with my kids yesterday. Last night it was just for dessert, and I got like some like mint kind of peppermint thing. It's like Christmas here, and yeah, they like it, but it's coming from a place of like it's celebration, right? And it's like we're not indulging in it. Like actually, I started making them even really small, just so we can have ice cream. Like every, right now around Christmas, they like this candy cane ice cream or peppermint type of one, and but I just put in a little shot glass for them. It's 2 ounces, right? It's better than having a big bowl where they're gonna feel like sick or whatever after. They get a little taste and that's it. But I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm so renounced. I don't need anything from this world. I don't want anything from this world. And I don't need ice
Mm.
cream because I'm going to be weak if I have that ice cream. Like,
I
no,
feel like this is the mistake I'm making. Like, I'm trying to do the
it's
opposite.
popular in spirituality because it comes from that renunciation type of stuff
Yeah.
where it's like you're renouncing, like, it's silly. because like I said, it's just another form of duality. It's just another form of it becomes then where's like where do you draw the line? You're too good for Coke, you're too good for what water, you're too good for a shower, you're too like what is it?
I feel like the closest parallel I can draw to this is like I used to have an Android phone before, then upgraded to an iPhone. But if I have to go back to an Android, I don't think it's a big struggle. Like I think that'll be the non-attachment to the iPhone, for example.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
that example makes sense,
yeah.
but I think
Yeah, it's just like
mm,
it's this well-being that you're good with it or without it. It's just kind of the world looks at it and they say, "Oh, well, that's indifference." You just come on, just have an opinion or whatever it is, right? But it's just it's because your contentment, your happiness is not dependent on the iPhone or the Android,
yeah.
right? So it's seen differently. It's like that for money. It's like that for a lot of things. The money is not going to add any sort of more wealth or like worth to me. No, it's seen as like a tool. With more money, I can help some more people. It allows me to do some more stuff in the form of service. I'm never thinking, oh well, can't wait to get that first million because I'm going to have my Ferrari. It's not coming from that place,
Mm, yeah, that's actually very useful.
right? So it's like where it's coming from. Like I said, it's always you got to. That's what's deeper. It's like on a surface level, we can see that, right? And that's where it has to like there's already some non-attachment to certain things in your life, and you so you've already had that taste of it. You might have like non-attachment for certain foods, this food or that food, and you're like, like I'm good with either one.
I think I'm very non-attached to money actually. Like I don't think I don't find it very like it's useful, but like I don't have like the dream to buy like a PS5 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I mean, you'll find out when
mhm.
if you start running out of it.
No, yeah,
That's
maybe
kind of
you've
how
completely
that's
run
kind
out.
of how you see things. You find out if you're attached to something only when you feel that fear of it disappearing, letting
Ouch.
go
Maybe,
of
maybe, yeah, maybe I've not seen that properly. Yeah,
it.
makes sense.
Yeah, to an extent, everyone does because it's very much directly related to survival.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, it's but and then that's where something is just like you have to then look at it. You have to then it's like this stuff brings it kind of to the surface to be seen. We can't just say like, oh, I'm not attached to this, I'm not attached to that, because then it becomes like a thing then. But yeah, to the quick thing, like I said, is you've done that before. It's not just you. I'm saying you. Like we do that all the time. It's just what the mind does. It hears one thing and then it's like, oh, and then immediately there's an opposition, right? Where then you see it's like it becomes that kind of elitism where it's like, how renounced can I be? Ramana wore a diaper. Well, I don't even need the diaper. Like, right? It's like that. I'm just gonna walk around naked, right? It's like that, right? But it's that's not what I'm sharing. Like it's like you see like this world is like your playground, right? It's you, and this is like the paradox, and it can't. It's all you, and yet there's an apparent form of you manifested here to experience that manifestation. It's exactly like your dream at night. You can't experience the dream without localizing yourself as a character in the dream. That's the only way to experience the dream. You can't just experience the dream as like a witness, like a floating eye in the sky that just sees everything. No, it's never like that. You always experience the dream from like a first person view. So consider that's happening right now. right? Just like you wake up from the dream, it's like you didn't, what was the beach made out of? What was the pina colada made out of? What was the Coke made out of? What was the girlfriend made out of? Well, it was all made of you. You didn't experience anything in that dream that was not you, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So just consider, be open to the idea that that is happening. It's a very accurate model, as close as we can get to what's happening here. Consider that's happening here. That you're actually experiencing yourself right now. And there's one character in your dream, this Mitch guy, that then is telling you that this is a dream and everything is you.